All right. Let's start with EU.
Yeah, cool. So, move some stuff out the way. All right, so EU, right? I'm looking at the weekly. We've had a good bit of bearish momentum since 122, since that massive rejection there on the weekly. And then we've just been selling off. Um, and we have a lot of momentum coming into like some support here at right around 116.5. Last time we were at 116.5, like November of last year over here. Like we made a pretty good bullish move from there. So that's just something to keep in mind coming into that level. But um, current momentum is pretty bearish. So especially with the US dollar being relatively strong right now, I'll be bearish EU. And then we'll see what happens at 116.5. But in the meantime, I'm definitely bearish EU. Recently we just broke like a more of like a minor level, like this yellow zone here, right at 117.5. We broke that, so that should give us pretty much a clear shot down to 116.5. So, I mean, I'm not currently in that trade, although I recognized it because risk to reward was not that appealing for me. Although 116.5 could be like a target one kind of situation, and then if we break that, then we're definitely going to like 114 area, I'd say. That would be the next major support. So yeah, um, it'll probably be hard to play that like on the higher time frames, I'd say, because the move is kind of extended on the higher time frame. So intraday time frame, like a 4 hour chart, for example, I think would be good. It looks like we're trending down pretty good, staying below the fast moving average for the most part. I'll, I'll just probably like put my stop above like some recent high points in this resistance area here. And then, yeah, I'll be happy to sell EU. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I was looking at the moving average. I was trying to consider moving average plays intraday because I haven't been seeing much breakouts on like higher time frames, and the ones that I've missed because there's so few. Because I'm only looking, at the U.S. dollars, and then I miss the good ones. So it's like, damn. So I was trying to see maybe intraday moving average play. So I don't know.
Right.
What do you think about the moving average right now, like in a 2 hour or 1 hour type of
Right.
thing?
Yeah. The
It's
the intraday.
bouncing, it's bouncing from it, and it's bouncing from that retest that you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Um,
I don't know. It's just something I was thinking right now as we're talking.
I agree. Intraday time frames like somewhere around the moving average for entries will probably be pretty good. Um, like I said, US dollar is relatively pretty strong right now, and it's just pushing. So we got like a lot of downward momentum, and
It's frustrating that I haven't taken advantage of this momentum.
I know,
Suck.
man, because really the best entries were probably been well recently at least. Were probably been like all the way up here
Yeah, and I
around like
didn't.
118.5.
Yeah, I remember that setup. That would have been a good one to take.
Yep. I'm not sure what my chart looks like this, like because I updated it and it's still I deleted most of these drawings, but they still always come back for some reason. But yeah, um, I've been looking for the EU short. Like yesterday, I was looking at this situation here. That's why I have this like little red zone right here.
Hmm.
I was looking at this, and really, I should have taken it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Like I definitely should have taken that.
Bounce from the moving average, breakout. It's pretty good.
Yep. And man, nice little move down too. That would have been a
Time was
decent
that?
trade. That was 2 a.m.
Oh, 2 a.m.
Hmm. It's always 2 a.m. It's always that. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So just keep your eye out for sells because looking at the daily chart, I mean, it looks like that's easily going to drop at least here.
Hmm.
We'll see what happens from there.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that for EU. GJ, I'm currently in GJ. Um, I mean, all these JPY pairs like UJ. I'm sorry, GJ, UJ. Uh, looks like JPY is like just been in the dumps for a while because everything's just super bullish against it. Um, like looking at like last week's candle, let me take off these drawings for a second. Looks confusing. Like looking at last week's candle, like I kind of thought that okay, we came up into some kind of resistance at like the 152 area, give or take. And then before last week's candle flipped and it was going bearish, I thought that okay, we might see some kind of correction here at least. But this turnaround right here kind of tells me that okay, it doesn't look like anything like that's going to happen right now. So yeah, just more bullish JPY. Um, hold on, get this off. So, like my initial entry I was looking at last week was here, and I missed this trade, of course. It was a reversal. That's the reason why I missed it. But I saw that okay, like we kind of came down here to like the 149 area. We broke the level like intraday at least on this 4 hour, but we kind of consolidated. So this ended up being like a higher time frame uh, fake out, right? Like breaking this zone because I expected it to go down to this zone, but it didn't. So when I saw that we consolidated and turned around, I was like, well, maybe the bullish move could be back on here, especially with this candle right here breaking the zone and pushing above the moving average, right? So that was kind of like my reversal signal, but I didn't take it. But as you can see, all of this happened. So what I did happen to do, I know it looks confusing, but as we broke like this yellow 151 area here,
Mhm.
I entered here,
That
right?
candle.
Yeah, because I was expecting okay, price to go up to the next zone, which it did, but in the ugliest way. But I just held out, and I'm still in the trade. Um, really, I'm looking for like 153 right now because that's the top of. Let me show you why. Yeah, it's like here, like this pivot, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking for that as far as like my TPs, but who knows? We could possibly run through that. So kind of see what happens, but pretty bullish. Uh, all things JPY right now.
I said you're in this right now, right?
Yeah, my entry was here.
What'd you put your stop loss?
Initially, I put my stop loss here, but now my stop loss is at break even.
Okay. Have you taken any profit?
Not at all, not yet. I'm trying to get out at 153. That's my TP.
Yeah, I have resistance there too. It's not far.
Yeah, I kind of see like it's making this pattern right here, so I'm kind of aware of that. Like it kind of has like this lower trend line going on, and I kind of cloned that line, and it's making like this kind of like diagonal looking pattern. So
Yeah.
see what's up with that. To me, that could be a sign of weakness, especially coming into 153. But we'll see.
Yep.
So that's GJ. Gold, man, I fumbled the bag on gold. My God. Like this is the same situation that you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much that the fact that on the daily chart we're holding the moving average, consolidating, like okay, we'll easily drop down to 1680 support, which is exactly what it did, right? And it could keep dropping because man, I don't know. Like I don't see any hope for gold. US dollar, like I said, has been pretty bullish. So that's one of the factors keeping gold down.
But that's a major support there. So if it breaks that,
Yeah, that's
that's
another setup for sure.
yeah. But I mean, it's a major support. So I would be surprised if it has a pullback here and before it breaks it.
Yeah, I'm kind of expecting it to push back up first, and I really hope it does,
Yeah.
before it pushes down any further.
Gives us an entry. Maybe.
Yeah, it should. But I mean the entries from like back here, I don't know why on God's green earth I didn't take this trade.
Yeah, bro. I got the alert and everything, but I was just so busy that day. And then when I looked at it, I was like, fuck. The one time that I was like, I'm not even gonna look at the alert, and it was the best one to actually do something about it.
I kind of felt in a similar situation with it because this happened like I think this happened like at
In the morning.
yeah, this happened sometime in the morning. Yeah, it's 9 a.m. candle. So
Yes,
I was waiting for this zone to break here, this red zone, because I was
Yeah.
like, all right, well, it's kind of has support right there. So if we push down, then the only thing in the way is this like 1705 level or whatever this is.
Which flew through it.
So yeah, but this happened kind of quickly, and I was like, it could hit 1705 and bounce back up. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Blah blah blah. So I just kind of ignored it because I kind of fell into the trap of because gold's been consolidating like this for so long. I wasn't really expecting much from it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's been so ugly and consolidating. But all of a sudden, here we are.
Yeah.
That was a sweet move.
Yeah, I was waiting for that too. I have a channel going on there, and that was at the top of the channel, so it was even more confirmation there.
Yeah.
Whatever, it is what it is.
Man, I keep learning like just gotta be relentless in executing like your strategy, bro. Like you just gotta put it into practice over and over again, like relentlessly. Because
Yeah.
second guessing this and second guessing that and think about this and that, like always end up with regrets.
Yeah, there is such a thing as over analyzing.
Yeah.
But the tough because it's like, let's say if you have seven, or let's say you have five things you look at, and if you see those five things, the idea is that you execute the trade, right?
Right.
But it's very rare to see the five things, or you see five things and then you see one or two that go against. It's like negative things that you're seeing. So you're like, I still see the five things, but then I have these two things that is like,
Yeah.
so. But if you were a computer though, and if you were programmed to be like those five things, if those five things are there, execute.
Exactly.
I think that's the way you gotta do it. You gotta be
Exactly.
like a robot.
Yeah. And I tell myself that too. Like be more systematic and less discretionary,
Yeah.
right? Like, just whatever your system is, just do that. Let's just do it, and stop like um, trying to interpret like every little thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's my dad. I'll give him a call back. Okay. So UJ, man, here's another regret. They just keep piling on, don't they?
Oh damn. Yeah, I remember this. Didn't you take this?
Uh,
I could have swore you took this.
I took this from here to here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the regret.
If you would have held at break even, would you have stopped by that wick?
If I would have moved my stop to break even, yes, I would have got stopped. But I took this pretty much as a scalp, right? Because I was looking at UJ as it broke out right here. Because I was up early that morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking, I was like, okay, on the higher time frames, we got this red zone, sure. And then on the 15-minute chart, like we're kind of making a nice little pattern to just go ahead and push out from, right? This like little rounding pattern right here.
Yeah.
So as I saw that candle, I'm like, okay, that's a great looking entry. Let's go. So I took it, and a lot of factors contributed to me exiting this trade. The first of which being I was looking at it from a 15-minute time frame perspective in the first place. So
Yeah.
that was one thing. And then another thing was, this is early in the morning, so I was dead tired, like in this trade and managing it, because in my mindset, like, okay, this is more of a scalp at the time that I was taking it, right?
Yeah.
So I need to sit here and babysit this trade, and I was super tired. So I'm like, man, I'm just gonna set a take profit and just let it do what it do. Like right here where I had this red line, I set the take profit. I don't know why I set it that close. It was ridiculous. But yeah, I've completely missed the bigger picture right there, because and later it was kind of like instant regret once I got up and it hit take profit, but like once I got up and saw like the potential of what I missed, I was like, oh man, that was dumb. So yeah, like looking at it from a far perspective, breakout candle here and just let it do its thing after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. But again, like US dollar's pretty strong, JPY is pretty weak, so that's like a perfect storm for this just to go
For
bonkers.
real. For real, that's the perfect right there. What a fail.
Big fail. Like once I do my markups, bro, like once I have like, the zones, the support and resistance areas, whatever, like at that point, man, it's just execute it. Like, like as candles start breaking zones and closing, like you need to be in these trades,
Yep.
because like you marked it up there for a reason. So if that level breaks, then that means that we should be going down to the next one, like every time. So just execute it. It's crazy.
It's crazy how support resistance, how accurate it is.
Yeah.
That always like astonishes me. How accurate it is, and it's like, fuck. How is it that I miss it? How is it I'm not executing? It's annoying.
Yeah, it's incredibly effective. It's just you just got to bring your mind to just do it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that. AU. Well, last week AU and NU made some solid moves.
Yeah, that,
Bearish.
it was they were early in the morning. I remember. I think in you.
Well, not this AU. Like this AU situation was in the evening, actually, in the Asian session.
Oh yeah, for you.
Yeah. So this was like early last week here. Like this break of this purple zone here. I was looking right at it. I don't know how I did not end up taking this trade. I was looking right at this breakout here. This was about 8, 9 p.m. in the evening. And then after that, I pretty much just closed the computer. I looked right at it. I think I closed the computer. And then like the next morning, woke up and then oof, waterfall.
I have a major support there and an alert.
Below 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I have the exact same one.
This is the one that I'm like, yo, when this breaks, we have to take it. Like,
For sure.
it's gonna be a good break, good level.
We're talking not quite 76, but this is like 75.75. But yeah, from like that point to 75, that's a good 75 pips, that range.
And in reality, if it breaks this, it's more confirmation that it's gonna reverse probably even further than that. So I wouldn't be surprised that it goes, you know, like a 7-4 type of thing. The next major level I have, like, it's 744.
I haven't even charted down there yet, but yeah, I know 75 is going to be a level psychologically, so, and it's also a support area before, so that's the only thing I have in the way. And then yeah, after that, there's not anything too major in the way until probably like here, 74.
Yeah, I have a level 75 too. I mean, not 275 as well. But I think the potential is to go down 74.4. If it breaks this where it's at right now. Like, I'll take it and I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to take profit at the next level because I think it has the potential.
Like looking at the weekly, I mean, it definitely does have potential. Take off the drawings really quick. Like after this run up, we have obvious bearish engulfing candle here, and then it's kind of like a head and shoulder setup when you look at it, right?
Yeah.
So 70, what pretty much where my alert is here is like the neckline of it. So as we break that, then yeah, like we have a lot of downside potential for sure.
Yeah.
Even beyond 74, because well, 74 is still a important level on the weekly, but we could definitely knife through that, go down to 70.
Yeah, we could definitely enter the following channel, the following range, which could be 70, whatever. Like that's potentially could be way better, bigger move.
For sure.
It might take a while, but especially if the dollar continues like this.
Yeah, that's really the aim. I think the aim should be to catch massive moves, you know, like higher time frame, big directional moves. This is a reversal, so there's hardly a guarantee about this, but still the potential is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's next, NU?
NU's next. NU is going to be extremely similar. You know, they're twins. But NU looks like it's kind of ready, right? Like, NU kind of did the same thing. Huge rejection. We kind of like retested right here with these upper wick rejections, and last week's candle was a doozy.
I feel like NU already did what we're waiting on AU to do, though.
Yeah, I agree. Looking at the drawings here.
Like, yeah, that's level it broke last week.
Level it broke last week was gorgeous.
Yeah. The thing, this was early in the morning, wasn't it? Let me see. Oh no, it was late at night. Oh, early morning, late at night.
This is
9
same situation.
9 to 1 in the morning. Would have been good to catch it 1 in the morning.
Yeah, but I was looking at this at 9 something happening.
Yeah, but the idea will be to wait until it closes,
Yeah,
or even because the 2 hour closed, but it didn't close that nice. Closed at 11 p.m. It would have been hard to catch. Maybe the 11 p.m. 2 hour close.
but that range was so clean, man.
Yeah.
It had a really nice range from what 71 down to 70. It's a good 100 pips.
Yeah.
And then it knifed through 70 actually and kind of kept going and then retested 70 and bounced away. And now intraday, I plotted like this little intraday support level here
Yeah.
because I'm thinking since I'm not in the trade, I'm looking for a way to get in. I see that's kind of creating a support right here.
Yeah.
So really, if we push through that, then you could consider that as an entry.
Yeah. Especially also bouncing from the moving average too,
Yeah.
which could have been the thing yesterday though too.
All right. So I mean that's pretty cut and dry. Like looking at the daily, like yeah, we got a nice rejection here. Again, if that support level breaks and this daily candle flips bearish, then we should start shooting back down. And next major area I have is like 68.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like all the way down here. So that's a nice move. So
I have a level before that. Let me see where it should came
what
from.
do you got?
It's 70. Wait, what are you talking about? 69.2. Yeah, you have the same thing there. The blue line.
So, oh yeah, that little blue line there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
So
All
then
right.
after that line, then it's like big range.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So it's NU and that's our primary list. The AJ reversal last week was nice. The NJ reversal last week was nice. Missed them all.
Let's look at the dollar Swiss franc since we're in that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we're in that trade, man. That thing's taking forever. So I completely forgot about this trade, bro. Yeah, so I mean this was perfectly executed though. Like that's our entry there. Initially our stop loss was there. But since we made it both a higher high and a higher low, I moved the stop loss to here in profit.
Okay, that's good.
And then take profit is
135.
Well, I have kind of like a take profit 1 setup. It's actually here. The first fib level, which also aligns with this resistance right here. Right at 9477, 948, I guess you could call it. So that's where I have first TP at, because the way I did it, I have 2 positions. So position 1 has that take profit order attached to it, and position 2 doesn't have any take profits attached to it. So I was just thinking that trail position 2 is like a trailing stop kind of situation.
I was wondering why my chart didn't match. I was in the wrong the wrong pair.
Oh.
All right, I was in the right one, man. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah. So far not bad though. It's just moving like molasses, but
Yeah,
slow to
it's
stay.
super slow.
All right, so that's Swiss franc. And yeah, I think that's about it. I really don't have anything else to talk about.
All right, let me cut the. That's done for that.